Are you done? Hey you guys, it's Kristen and welcome back to the Gold Project and happy 2018. When you're watching this, it's 2018, but when I'm filming this, it is December 16th of 2017. I'm filming some videos ahead of time because I plan to take the week off right after Christmas. So I decided to get the year started with my 2018 goals. Now, last week you watched my 2017 book review, or I hope you did. If you didn't, I'll leave that in the description below. So in 2018, I like to start with my goals, and then you guys, I'm going to have several different organizing, cleaning, and just fresh start type of videos this month. So I hope you're excited about that. I'm excited for everything that I have planned for January. So every year I sit down and I make a list of goals that I want to accomplish in the new year. Now these are not just for this channel. They are for my brand, YouTube and blog. They are also personal goals, and they are home projects for my house. And this year I like to do 12. But this year I sat and I sat and I sat, and I had my original list done, which was a list of 12, and then I came back last week and looked on it, and several of the things that I had talked about I had already done, like purchase a lighting kit. I had done that. Then I purchased something else that was on there. I think it was a vlogging camera. I had purchased one of those. So there were several things I had to take off, and I created a whole new list, and I was only able to come up with 11, but there are 11 solid ones. And one other thing I will say before actually getting to my goals is, the first time I did my goals, they were things that weren't, you couldn't really mark them off the list. It was kind of like, be happy in 2016, for instance. And that's really not something that you can mark off and say, hey, I accomplished it. It is more as a daily thing that you're going to work on. So I made sure to make these goals something that I could actually mark off of a list. So those things that are not so specific, I still have in my brain, but I'm not marking them down because I can't mark them off. And people like me that are list makers, they like to mark things off their to-do list. So I have 11, and they're in no particular order. They're kind of mixed together. So we're just going to get started. And at the end, I am going to tell you what my word of the year is. So number one on my goals for 2018 is to read a book a month. This started in 2015. I made it a goal, and I've accomplished the goal every time that I have done this. So I say a book a month because that will total 12 in all. Sometimes I'll read 2 books a month. Sometimes I might not even finish a book. So if I read 12 books in an entire year, I have met my goal. Number 2 is to print my 2017 Shutterfly book. Now, this is something I have been doing since my kids were born. Every year, I create a Shutterfly photo book, memory book type of thing. And I work on it every single month. So sometimes a couple of times a month. So I will go through, and all the pictures that I have taken, I will create spreads in Shutterfly, and I will insert pictures. And let me show you what one of my books looks like. Okay, so I went and got, or I had my daughter go and get, the 2016 Shutterfly book that I made. So this is what the cover looks like if I can get it to where it's not glaring. There we go. So I do one of these books every single year for my kids. And look how thick that is. And let me tell you something. I made it to, I'm really caught up on this year's book. So by the time you're watching this, hopefully I have it completely finished and I'm ready to print it. But this was the first year this has happened. Shutterfly told me I could not put any more pages in 2017. I had maxed out the pages. I didn't even know there was a max. So I went on the help thing and it said 111 pages was the max that you could have on your Shutterfly book. And that was in November, the middle of November. So I'm like, do I take half of the year and create a new book, or do I just finish out the year in a new book? So my sister was like, she does the same thing for her son. She makes the books as well. And she was like, just do December. You don't want to go back and do all of that work, because from my knowledge, you can't copy it over. So that's what I have done. So I will actually have 2 books for 2017. And hopefully I'll be mindful of that next year. And here's the thing about it. Like, all of my daughter's cheer stuff is not in there. Vacation is not in there. So all of those things usually get a separate book. Not good. So, which means I've got lots of memories that I have taken in 2017. So I'm just going to kind of show you a few pages. So January Candids. This is kind of what this page looks like. Okay. So every page, the different layouts you can choose and backgrounds, and you guys, that's what I have captured memories every single month, from birthday parties to special things that we do. Everything gets recorded in here. Here's Kate's birthday from this is 2016, just in case you're curious. I'm trying to get it to where it's not going to show a glare. So you guys, these are near and dear to my heart. My daughter loves to sit there. I have them in a basket in the living room. She will sit there sometimes and just pull them out of the basket and just thumb through them. So this is probably one of my favorite things that I have in this house. So I like to make myself a goal every year to print the last year's book. And here's the thing. Like right now, with the one that I finished that I had to cut off in November, that book is $200. I'm not paying $200 for it. So it will sit in my Shutterfly cart until they have an awesome sale. And I'm hoping that I get a sale like I did last year. Last summer, they had it to where you only had to pay for the book and not the additional pages. So I got one of my books that was roughly like $170, I want to say for $40. So that's about how much I would like to pay for it. So it will sit in my Shutterfly cart until I get the right price for it. So I do have it as a goal to print off the 2017 Shutterfly photo book. Okay, I'm going to talk about 3 and 4 together because basically they're paying something off. So number 3 is to pay off my laptop, and number 4 is to pay off my vlogging camera. So my husband got me a laptop for my birthday in 2017. So we've been paying on it every single month, and we have a few more months to pay it off. So I am ready to pay it off. And the reason why we're paying it monthly is because when he got it, he got 0% financing for a certain amount of months. So I'm hoping to get that paid off, and also my vlogging camera. So the money that I get for my YouTube channel and my blog, all of that money right now is going to pay off my vlogging camera. So I'm hoping to have that paid off in the next couple of months. So I like to mark it down so that I know and can refer to it and know that I need to get those things done. Now, number 5 is a household project, and it is to redo the front porch table and chairs. My mom gave me a black table and one of those, like, would you call it metal tables with the matching chairs where you can put the seat cushions and all that on the chairs. And it looks pretty rough. It needs to be kind of sanded down and repainted. So I just did not get to that in 2017. So I made it one of my goals for 2018 to motivate me to get that project done. So I would like to repaint them and get some cute chairs and maybe like some greenery for the table. And I want to get some cushions for the chairs. Number 6, I like to put on every single goals because I think it is important when you have a house, and that is to complete a home purge. Every single year, sometimes I use some kind of method, sometimes I don't, so I'm not sure right now if I will or not. I like to do several home purges. I will go through every single room. We'll go through clothes. We'll go through drawers. We will look at, you know, home decor that we have, and we will completely get rid of everything that does not bring us joy or that does not fit. So I want to make sure to do another one of those in 2018. And number 7 is also a household project, and that is to redo the dresser that is in the living room. Right now there is a dresser sitting in the living room that holds our TV. It was my dad's dresser from when he was a child. I've had it for many, many years. It has gotten moved several different places. In this house alone, it has been in our bedroom. It has been in our office. It has been in our kitchen. And now it is in the living room. We're acting as an entertainment center. So I want to sand that down. And I don't know if I want to stain it or paint it yet. And maybe remove some of the drawers and put some cute baskets in there. So that is one of the projects that I want to do for 2018, because I think it would kind of finish off our living room, and then I could share my living room with you guys. Number 8 is something I try to do every single year, but I don't ever write it down, and that is to start buying Christmas presents in May. I know some of y'all might think that is completely insane, but here's how my husband and I do it. We actually started buying Christmas presents this year in, I can't remember if it was May or March, one of those. We like to use money every single paycheck to buy a Christmas present. And why do we have to start so early? That is because my husband's birthday is in November. So is my sister-in-law's. My mother-in-law's birthday is in December. And then my birthday is in January. And then my son's is in February. So my daughter's is in March. So, I mean, it just completely goes. So Christmas time, we don't only have to buy Christmas presents, but we also have to buy birthday presents. So we like to start early. So my husband and I like to spend, it's usually about $50 a paycheck starting in May. And we start, when I put down May, because I feel like all of the birthdays and Easter and Valentine's Day and all of that is completely done by May. So we're able to devote the $50 a paycheck to Christmas and birthday presents. So it makes it so much easier when December hits. We haven't had to pull out the credit card and use it, and we are not completely stressed out. We actually get to enjoy the Christmas season because all of our presents are normally purchased. So I wrote that down on a goal this year to start buying Christmas presents in May, just to give myself this kind of reminder that, hey, you need to make sure that you do that in May. Number 9 is something that I've had on my list for 2 years now, and I haven't gotten to it yet because I've purchased the camera I'm using now. I've purchased a lighting kit, I've purchased a vlogging camera, and I've purchased a few other things. So I felt like those things were more important for this channel than trademarking my blog and YouTube. So basically trademarking my brand name. That is number 9. And it's going to be a pricey process. I think I saw somebody on Instagram said it was like $300 plus. So I think it's kind of important now that my brand is kind of growing. I think it's important to trademark my name. So I plan on starting that process in 2018, especially since all of the other stuff that I've needed to purchase has now been purchased and I can focus on that. Speaking of my brand, number 10 is to hit 20,000 subscribers on YouTube. And I know you might be like, well, why is your subscriber count important? But when you're growing a business, that subscriber count is important. And I've never written it down before because I'm like, mentally, I've had some kind of goals. Like my first year of running a YouTube channel, I was like, if I can just get 800 subscribers in a year, that would be fantastic. Well, I almost hit 4,000 that first year. So in my second year, I had almost hit, I want to say 9,000. So you guys, I just want to keep growing this channel. So I feel like I need to write that down. I would love it if I could hit more than 20,000 subscribers in 2018, but I'm just going to stick to 20 right now because at the moment I have 11,000. So I do feel like I need to have a goal so I have something to shoot for. And you guys, when it comes to my channel and my blog, I work on it every single day. It is what I devote most of my time to outside of my family and all of that. But you guys, I'm always evaluating my videos. I try to see what videos y'all like to see, what videos y'all just are not watching, and if they're videos y'all just aren't watching, I won't do them again. Kind of like my Plan With Me videos, I've kind of put those on hold right now because I just don't feel like people are watching them. I know some people are, but a lot of people aren't. I will look at how many people give my videos thumbs downs. I will look at all the thumbs ups. I've even gone, now you will notice on my thumbnails, I now do the big bold print. I'm trying to see if that will catch more attention, my thumbnails. The music, and y'all, the music is one of the most difficult things on a video. Sometimes I nail it, sometimes I suck at it. Let's be honest. There are several occasions that y'all have told me that music was straight horrible. And sometimes I know, sometimes I'm like, I tried and I could not find the right music. And here's the thing with the music. In order to make money on a video, you cannot have any copyrighted material on it. So you can't use the most popular song on the radio, or if you do, it's got to be a certain length, and I'm not going to do all that. So I have to search for places that have royalty-free music that doesn't cost any money to get, because you guys, sometimes you can find a song that's royalty-free, but it'll cost you like $50 a song to get it. So sometimes I will have a song, I'm like, I want something that has this beat in my head. And it will take me a while to find it. So music, you guys, is so hard to you got to make sure your song matches the mood that you're going with on your video. So sometimes it's hard and sometimes it's easy. But all of that goes into your subscriber count. I mean, sometimes I will post a video and immediately after I post it, I'll lose 10 subscribers. And I'm like, what? It was that video that made people unsubscribe? Because normally if people put a thumbs down or they unsubscribe, they don't say why. So you're just kind of trying to figure out what went wrong on that video, or if it's coming from another video that they didn't like. So I'm always reevaluating what I put out there and how I put content out there. So I'm hoping with all of this evaluation that I'm able to hit 20,000 subscribers in 2018. Last but not least is something that keeps getting pushed back. And I don't know if all of you parents out there have the same problem, but if I come in my house, my daughter's bedroom is cute, my son's bedroom is cute, and then mine and my husband's bedroom looks like a hot mess. There's clothes everywhere. We don't have nice bedding on our bed. The walls look like they need to be cleaned and repainted. Everything else takes a front seat. Our bedroom takes a back seat to every single thing until 2018. So I have it written down to actually do our master bedroom redo. So we want to paint our walls. I have had bedding in my closet for 2 years and still haven't put it on my bed. That's embarrassing. So y'all, I normally don't film in there because it looks like a mess. I mean, and I don't want y'all to see that mess. If I film in there, it's usually filming to a side where you can't see it. So, and I don't have the nightstands that I use in there anymore. So I have new nightstands picked out. I've got new lamps I want to get. So I want to make our bedroom something nice that we actually want to sleep in. So that has made it to my 2018 goals, and I'm going to accomplish it this year. It's been on the list the last 2 years, and I haven't accomplished it, but this year I'm going to make sure that it gets finished. So those are the 11 goals that I have for 2018, and you can always, and I will leave this link in the description below, if you're ever interested in seeing what my goals are or how many of them I've accomplished, check the links in the description below, because on the very top of my blog there is a link that will say 2018 goals. Right now it says 2017 goals, but it will say 2018 goals by the time you're watching this video. So the last thing I'm going to share with you is going to be my word of the year. Now last year, my word of the year was embrace. And I basically needed to embrace me. I'm a YouTuber. That's what I am. I'm not embarrassed by it. There are many different things about my personality in the past that I've been kind of like, yes, I use a planner. Don't ask me why. I just do. But I've decided, in 2017, I decided to embrace that. That's who I am. So, 2018, when I was trying to come up with a word, snap, it's done type of thing. I knew exactly what I needed to write down because I have been having a lot of stress lately. I feel like I've been running, and things have been happening. I feel like some bad things have happened. My stepdad passed away in October 30th. So we've been dealing with that and trying to get to a new normal with my mom, because now she lives by herself, and trying to make sure that she's included in things and to know that she is loved every single day. And then, you guys, in the midst of all of that, I was home for the memorial service for a week. I got sick with a stomach virus, and then I lost my wedding ring. I'm very upset about it, but I can't find it. This is the end of December, so it's been 2 months and I cannot find it. That's like that's a very expensive ring. I've looked everywhere. I've tore up every single bag I have at the house. I've looked every single drawer. Once I go to my mom's for Christmas, which will be, right now it's the 16th. So I'm going to be going to my mom's on the 23rd or the 24th. I'm going to tear up her house to see if I can find it. When I lost it, it was the day I was coming back from the memorial service. I was so sick. I had a stomach virus. I'd been up all night. My sister actually had to drive me home because my husband and I had 2 vehicles because he had to drive back and forth for football practices and such, and his football game. So he had to drive his truck, and my sister drove me home because I couldn't even drive. I could barely even see. I was so sick. And I remember saying, I need to go to the room and get my wedding ring. But I cannot remember if I actually went and got my wedding ring or not. And I have tried to remember, but I can't. So I'm hoping to goodness that it shows up, because the only places that I was during that time period was at my mom's, and then I'd gotten the car because I saw the ring that morning. So I was at my mom's, I got in the car, and then I came home. So I'm like, it has to be in one of those places. So I've tore my car up, my husband's car up. I've looked everywhere in this house, every bag. My mom's looked at her house. I've looked kind of roughly at my mom's, but I have not really looked in couch cushions and all that. So that's what I plan on doing when I'm there for Christmas. But this all has made me choose the word breathe for 2018. Because, you guys, I go and 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 I never have time to breathe. There's sometimes that I'm going so much that I'm thinking 10 steps ahead when I'm doing something, and then I can't even recall what I did because I was thinking 10 steps ahead. So the other day, this is no joke, I think this was about a month ago, I was picking up my daughter and her friend from cheer. I had my son with me. I strapped him in the car. We drive down the road, and I'm like, where's my cell phone? Thank goodness my cell phone had an OtterBox on it. I had to pull over on the side of the road, and it was on top of my car. No joke. My phone was on top of my car. So, you guys, I have been so busy, so running, that I have not even had time to breathe and think. So in 2018, I'm going to try to make it a goal to breathe more often and to let myself rest, because I have not been doing that this year. And that is all for my 2018 goals. I hope you have enjoyed hearing all of the goals that I've set for myself in 2018, and I hope you are excited to watch me tackle each one of them. And in the comments below, I would love it if you would share with me some of the goals you have set for yourself in 2018. So I hope you give this video a thumbs up, and I hope you subscribe if you haven't done so already. I hope y'all have a fantastic week, and until next time, bye you guys.